Hello, welcome to Sunflower Auction. This is Greg Pfister, owner and auctioneer. In today's video, I wanted to talk about an important topic, what I'm calling the auction hero number one, the underbidder. Why live auctions work. So the title of this talk today is a play on words from Action Hero number one comic from 1938, first appearance of Superman. I did a little AI generated thing here, so we've called it Auction Hero number one. So here's our auction hero holding up the car. It looks like he's protecting the auctioneer with the gavel here. And we've got a bidder here that ran away, dropped his auction paddle and ran away. So probably should have a U here for underbidder. But the underbidder is the hero of the auction. So why is that? Well, we can start by talking about number one, how is a market price achieved at a live auction? So I'm sure if you're watching this video, you've probably been to a live auction, you understand how they work. But just to summarize, a market price is achieved at an auction by two bidders, two or more bidders, but ultimately two bidders at the end, pushing the price upward till a final price is reached. So that would be considered a market price at the live auction. So maybe you've never thought of it this way, but like, who is the most important person in that scenario? You might think, well, it's the winner of the auction because they had the highest bid. Well, actually, if you think about it, the underbidder, that's the person who bid second to last, or the one that didn't win the item. I believe that that person is actually the most important person because that person is the one that actually set the price for the high bidder. So that person's called an underbidder. And so, number two, why is it important to participate in a live auction? And when I say participate, I don't mean necessarily to come and win every item. Why is it important to bid in an auction? Um, because even if you don't win the item, you could be the underbidder. You could be there's more than one underbidder potentially, but you're helping to set the market price for each item. So um, even if you're not interested necessarily in owning an item, it's still important to bid on an item, at least at the lower price levels, to help get the bidding going, to help set that market price. So the auctioneer's goal, obviously, is to sell every item at a market price. It doesn't mean it's above the market. I mean, by definition, it would be at the market for that particular auction. But a healthy participation and competition at a live auction is what drives that price up to the market price. And of course, the auctioneer needs that. The seller counts on that as well. So it is important if you do come, and it's fun to bid too. If you feel an item is at a discount to what you think it would sell for somewhere else or what you value it out personally, it's always a great idea just to bid on it. Sometimes you'll get it for a lot less than you thought. Sometimes it might go a little more. That's kind of the way the auction works. So, number three, why is it important to have dealers at an auction? Um, Sometimes you hear, grumbling in an auction. Hey, this dealer is, he's bidding on everything. He's winning all these items. From the seller and auctioneer's point of view, dealers are great. We definitely want dealers and collectors at an auction. You need a healthy mix of both. Um, so, for instance, at a doll auction, so you may have a dealer that deals in dolls. They sell dolls. Maybe they sell online at an antique mall, wherever they do. But say you have hundreds and hundreds of dolls. So there will be dealers at the auction that, in theory, would be willing to bid a certain price on every item at the auction. A lot of times they don't have to bid on every item because the price goes above where they'd be able to resell it. But they do kind of set a floor at the auction, and they will also help to push the price up to what they think is a fair price. So that fosters healthy competition. There's nothing wrong with competition at an auction. There's nothing wrong with bidding against. You don't want to bid against a certain person, but you do want to set a fair price for that person who ends up winning the item. All's fair in love and war, and all's fair at an auction. So there's really not a wrong reason to bid. Each person's going to have their own justification for why they would bid at an auction. But I think the bottom line, number four, it takes all of us to make auctions work. So it does take a certain number of people to come to an auction. I mean, theoretically, you could sell an entire auction just with 2 people, but the more people that come to the auction, generally the higher the prices will be, or the more fair the prices will be. It takes a certain number of people, depending on the size of the auction, to kind of set a fair floor price for everything. So in today's world, that could typically be 50 to 100 people. It's probably a good number, kind of an average number of what it might take. So so it is important. I bring this up. We do have a couple opportunities here this weekend. If you've never been to a live auction, come check out how it works. We're doing a toy auction on Friday and a doll auction on Saturday. So if you want to see some of these principles in action, check out if what I'm saying is correct. Come have some fun at the auction. We look forward to having you. All right. Thanks a lot.